there, humans. I'm Dulce Bruno, and today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. Because I am overthinking about many things, including this transparency on YouTube aspect of things. And yeah, I am a talking shadow and I don't show my face. So how the crap is it that I'm planning on being transparent at all? Well, I'm going to talk about my eyesight condition and why I do the things the way I do. Alright. I didn't want to do this, but yeah, I mean, I guess if you're going to promote yourself as a partially blind writer and you write about blind and visually impaired characters, you better talk about what the crap is going on with you, right? Right? So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. And so to start, I'm going to link a video or maybe a few videos, it depends on how many I find, but I'm going to link a few videos in the description box with people who are more coherent about the whole terminology of medicine and medical conditions, because I am dumb when it comes to medicine. I admit it, I am not proud of being dumb at medicine, but it's not my skill. So I have to find sources where people who actually know more than me can find better information about what's going on. Either way, I'm going to talk about what's going on with my eyes from my perspective and how it just affects me, not only as a writer, but also like in my daily life. Right. Okay. So my condition is called Chorioretinal Coloboma. Like, I'm going to try to say Chorioretinal Coloboma. And it's affecting both of my eyes. I have like less than 10% vision. It's not progressive. I was born with it, it's not hereditary, it's not genetic, although, according to research, my condition is primarily genetics to blame. However, there are some cases, like this alien, who just happened, and it's due to environmental issues in the womb, exactly, exactly, because that's what happened to me, etc. So it's like, it could be environmental causes as well, but those are rarer cases. So I happen to be a minority among minorities, as usual. So chorioretinal coloboma is like a tissue development in the retina or something like this. That's where you have to go and watch the doctors talking about it, because I don't know how to explain it in medical conditions. I only know that many parts of my eye are messed up. It's really, really a disaster. Like, how can I see the little that I can see is a miracle. I still don't know how that goes, but it is what it is. So, to start, as the word says, chorioretinal, it means that my retinas are open and I get more light into my eyes than the average person. Kind of like a cat. That would explain why cats love me and I love them, I guess. I love dogs too. I'm a pet sitter. I don't discriminate. I love every pet equally. But I have heard people say that I have cat eyes. Thank you. But I guess, but okay. So my retinas are open and I receive more light than usual. That means summer is a nightmare. Why? Because it's too bright outside for too long. And even getting out of the house is like, I'm not gonna do this. I don't wanna. I can't see shit. And this is why I cannot leave the house without my lovely sun hat. And I bought it dark blue. I don't think you can see that in camera, I think not. But it's dark blue, and I would have bought it black. Because those two colors, or any dark shaped color, block the sunlight from above much better than a white hat or a pink hat or, light color hats. So it is not only pretty, and it's not only matching every piece of clothing that I own, it is also very convenient. And now you might wonder, why a hat and not sunglasses? One of the few things that I can see, for sure, is color. And I rely on color because I cannot read street signs. So if I cannot read street signs, I have to learn the city by memory as a mental map. And I have to remember the buildings, which building is next to what color is it, what door shape it has, all that little things that are not so little, I mean the major details, like, oh, it is next to this sign, oh, the red neon sign thing. Yeah, that's how I walk around town without appearing as blind, because I don't need I don't need a white stick, I don't need a cane. I am lucky enough that I don't need a cane, but I still cannot see many things when I'm outside. It's like I could pass a store, the same store, every day, and I still don't know what's the name of the store. And then when people talk about that store because it's really popular or they have something on sale, then I look it up on Google Map and I see that it's in a street that I frequent a lot, and then I go to the street and then I realize that the same shop that I have been passing for ages, oh, is that store. So I have seen it, I just didn't know it. Great. So when it comes to sunglasses, they take away this colorful information. They take away all the sensory information regarding color because it has a filter, and now everything looks the same. In that case, I am gonna get lost easily. And one of the things that I am most proud of is my sense of direction. I'm not going to sacrifice my sense of direction, but I have to solve the problem of light coming from above. And this is why I ended up with a summer hat. Next thing, my iris in both eyes. So both of my irises, whatever. Both of them are incomplete. I would say misshapen. They are slightly smaller than the average eye. And that means they look weird. This is why people say I have cat eyes. And because a lot of people are put off by that or impressed, or they don't listen to what someone has to say because they are too busy looking at their eyes or their shoes or their ugly trousers or whatever. We know in what planet we live in. Come on, humans. You know, I'm telling the truth. So what I did was, let's become a talking shadow and don't show my dancing eyes, because at the moment my eyes must be dancing and I am not realizing it yet, and that's why I prefer to not put it on camera. So you can actually just listen to me in the background while doing your shenanigans, and yeah. That's the reason why I do the things that I do in that style. It's not about not showing my face, it's not about pretending to be someone else, it's not about anything such thing. I am the same person that I am without my pen name. It's just that I don't want to put off people with my ugly face, so to speak. Next is the macula. What the crap is the macula? Well, the macula is that part of the eye that is in charge of focus. So like, I would say, I'm thinking, whenever I hear that, I think it's like a camera that you can, so you guys have eyes like cameras that you can like focus on something and zoom in and zoom out and refocus. I don't know, like, you guys can do that, because I am in permanent panorama mode. I cannot, what I see, it's the same. I cannot refocus, I cannot zoom in and out, and this is why I cannot see street signs. This is why I cannot read physical books unless I have a magnifier glass, which I own. And when it comes to technology, my phone and tablet, I have to go to the accessibility features, and I don't know if I can put that in camera. But like, if I go to this accessibility features, then I can like turn on the magnification gestures, and if I triple tap, then the letters become huge, and this is how I read on my phone. And when it comes to my tablet, it has a huge font size, and that's how I write all my stories and novels and whatever. I write mostly, for poems I think I use my phone, because I can use Evernote and I can use poetry app that I have to count the syllables just to be sure that I'm counting correctly and that kind of stuff. If you're interested in what app is that, I can link it below, or I can just say that I think it's called Lyric. Let me check that, by the way. I think it's called Lyric. Yeah. Lyric Notepad. And it's purple and beautiful, yeah. Lyric Notepad. So there's where I write my poems. But when it comes to writing big projects, I have an older iPad, and iPad is, when it comes to accessibility, iOS is a little bit better than Android. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And the Notepad app has this huge font size. So there I can write my stuff, and I also can gesture it to read whatever is on screen. It's like screen speak, I think it's called, or speak screen, that thing. And it works wonders. I couldn't write my projects if it weren't for my older iPad. Yeah, so that's how it works for me. And all because both of my maculas are fucked up and I cannot focus and refocus and do all the wonders that your eyes can do, you wonderful humans. What other part of my eye is messed up? The optic nerves. This is why when people say, oh, but you can do this transplant and that surgery, here is where I say no. My optic nerves in both eyes, the little fibers, the minuscule fibers that go from the eyes to the brain and all that stuff, well, guess what? They are damaged too. Beautiful. To this point, at this point you might wonder, Dal, do you have any part of your eyes that actually work? How the hell can you actually see? And I don't know. I guess my corneas are okay. I think. Yeah, my corneas are fine. I think so. Maybe not, but like what is the part of the eye that's like the ocular muscles? Or what's the part, the ocular muscles? Oh my goodness, I forgot. But okay, that part of my eye that is in charge of keeping my eyes in one place, it's also messed up. This is why people think I have nystagmus or like such things, and no, I think I'm not sure, but I think I don't have that, or maybe I do, and I have a combination of many things. But yeah, my eyes, if I am extremely tired, my eyes move all over the place, and they start doing this kind of movement. So yeah, basically all in my eyes is damaged. And when I was born, the doctors told my biological mother that I was going to be completely blind. Then Mom traveled to another country, to the US, and so with me, of course. And the doctors saw me in this place in the US, and they also said she is going to be blind, like completely blind, and because she's not responding to visual stimuli. And here I am, and I can see some things. So, I mean, I am a minority among minorities. I belong to the 1/3 of people with coloboma who can still have some vision, but it's like severely visually impaired. As you will see in the video that I'm going to link below, people with coloboma, which is already a rare condition, there is 1/3 that can have some remaining vision. There is another third that has severely impaired vision, that will be my category, and there is another third that has total vision loss. And the doctors categorized me in the total vision loss group. But then, here I am, and I have like less than 10% remaining vision. So, yeah, writing is a struggle. It is. And even though I cannot focus and I am a little bit all over the place, figuratively and literally unfocused, because, yeah, I can still see colors. I can still see the bigger picture, I guess. And I can still see major shapes. So it is like the little thing. If I am ever going to give any advice to anyone, not just a writer, just in general, if I am ever going to give any form of advice, it would be use what you have. Whatever it is, just use what you have and do something with it. It's not going to be perfect, and it's not going to be the greatest masterpiece ever done in the world, but ever made in the world. I'm sorry. Deal with me. It's summer. All right. It's not going to be the greatest masterpiece in the world. It's not going to be perfect. It will have mistakes. But in the end, that's what makes you a human artist, right? So that's the only advice that I can give to people. Use what you have and do whatever you can with it. And yeah, so this is the story of how my eyesight is the way it is and why I cannot have surgery. Even in the video that I just watched, surgery is not recommended. It's very risky. So, no solution. I am going to be the same blind creature from birth to death. And I am going to try to do something with it, because I have until the time I die to do something. Even if it's nothing so special. I'm gonna try. And I think if this alien is trying, then you should try too. So that's all I have for you today. At least I think. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for putting up with me. I am all about being transparent, even though it doesn't look like. I am not doing this talking shadow to hide myself. On the contrary, I am actually wanting to be more myself, and at the same time keeping my privacy. So, this is it, humans. Thank you, and subscribe, and if you like the video, comment, interact with me. I reply. You already know how I use a phone to reply. So thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye!